Well, despite the improving auto sales in Canada, the threat of an economic slowdown remains here and around the world. And now one author is asking if the economy is killing fatherhood. Tom Watson, the author of Man's Shoes, The Journey to Becoming a Better Man, Father, and Husband, joins us. Tom, great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Why do you think the economy is killing fatherhood and, for that matter, motherhood?
Well, I'm not sure if it's killing it, but it's certainly putting strains on fatherhood, on motherhood. You know, the idea of being a great father while you're chasing a career or building a business is a very difficult task to do these days. Urbanization, downsizing, right-sizing, whatever you want to call it, to provide for our families is a challenge these days. And so I think it's putting a strain on all of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm about halfway through the book right now. Your first wife's passing. I'm so sorry. Your sons' births, subsequent struggles with depression, at least in your middle son's case. Many of the situations, though, that you and your family face are common to so many people. What compelled you to write a book about it?
Well, you know, I had a stroke 8 years ago, and I thought about my journey in life, and what could I tell my sons if I was to pass away? What would I tell my sons? Because for a lot of my life, I was a knucklehead. You know, I was chasing the dream. And I thought to myself, I need to explain to my sons there's more to life than just chasing my career dreams. To be successful in life, you need this balance. And really, home life gives me that balance, which allows me to be successful in my business life and my career. And what I wanted to explain to my sons through this book was, here's what it's been like to go from 0 to 49 now, and here's the lessons that I learned, and hopefully we can choose to live a life that's a little bit different than your dad.
Well, let's talk about some of the tips that you would have for us modern dads, and moms for that matter. What's probably the most important tip that you've learned?
I think the most important tip I've learned is the fact that life is a choice. My choice plus my actions equals my life. I was making choices in my early career to chase a career, and I was forgoing family life in lots of ways. And so that's one tip that I would say is make a choice to be at home. Get your butt from work and get home, because we can always work another hour, but you can't spend another hour with your family. And so get home, rub noses with your wife, have a little bit of intimacy with your wife, set up a great relationship with her, and that'll flow through to your children. What I've found is a happy family increases my happy life at work.
I want to bring up some graphics here, Tom, that might illustrate what we're talking even better. Share time. Sharing time with not just your loved one, but also your kids. Make a schedule. It seems counterintuitive to make a schedule to be with your kids. Why is that important, for instance?
Because too often with cell phones, emails, Skyping, phone calls, too often we can get interrupted. So shut all those things down. Say to your kids, this is my time with you. Be with your kids. Be with your spouse. Too often we say we're going to be there, and then everything else comes in. If we're scheduled, it's going to happen.
Don't plan big was one of the points. Why is that important?
Don't plan big, because the reality of it is you can't provide a grandiose life all the time. Small things, small moments, finding time to read with your kids, spending a little time walking with your wife, just small moments. Build in, those are the mortar moments. I call them mortar moments. Life's got different bricks, and we need mortar moments. And those small moments are as important as the big, grandiose holiday.
Hopefully these tips can improve our lives, all of us, as we deal with an economy and press time and pressure from work and career. Happy family to you as well, Tom, and so good to have you here. Tom Watson, author of Man's Shoes, The Journey to Becoming a Better Man, Father, and Husband. Thanks a lot for this,
Thanks
Tom.
for having me
Thanks
on.
for coming in.